All right. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Your boy TY is here. We're just hanging out. We're hanging out at the ball game, guys. Just wanted to come say hi. Me and Logan just wanted to come say hello, see how everyone's doing today. We're using a new. I'm testing out a new streaming software, so I figured we could try that out together and just talk, see how everyone's doing. I don't know. It's coming in kind of good, I guess. I'm a little fuzzy, but the background looks good. I want to see if I can mess with that though, and see how it looks actually on the channel. See if it comes in any better. See how because it's not coming in so bad actually. I'm like, for lagginess, I think you want to call it like that. For lag, it's not coming in so bad. Logan's here, by the way. So it's not laggy. It's not too bad or anything like that. Not like Streamyard, which is, God. Bad or anything like that. Yeah. Not like Streamyard, which is, look. God. It's a little bit of a delay. Bad or anything like that. Yes. Not like Streamyard, which is, look. It's a little bit of a delay, but not so bad. I think I like this. If anyone out there is watching, though, do you guys know if you can... So, for OBS, because this is OBS, I was using StreamYard before, but I just wanted to give OBS a try again, because this was the first one I ever used, but I couldn't figure it out because I wasn't too familiar with the setting at the time. I wasn't too familiar with like live streams or anything like that, so it was, OBS was a little bit too much, whereas StreamYard was a little bit more simple. So I switched to StreamYard, but with the whole, you have to pay them like $30 a month. OBS is free, and since I'm a little bit more familiarized, I figured why not give it a try. But I love it because look, the background's nice, crisp, and clear. I am the only issue. There's a little bit of a like a hue or a glow around me. That's the only issue. I don't know if it's just this sweatshirt though, because this sweatshirt's really, as far as like colors go, it's really funky looking, and it's gray, and I don't know if that's the issue, but I guess we could give this a try. So I have a red shirt on underneath. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's more clear and concise lines. Alright, so it's just the sweatshirt. I know not to use this sweatshirt again. But it is cold in here, so I have to use it right now. But yeah, looks great. I'm super happy about that. That's nice. That's really nice. So I figured we could talk today about a couple things. So we did Black Label the other day, and it seems that Trumpy got kicked off of Twitter permanently. Now this is permanent. This isn't something that's going away. He's done. He's out. He's gone forever. No more Trumpy Twitters. Which I would like to know if you guys think that Twitter should be able to do that. Should Twitter be able to just get rid of you over... because let's face it. Did Trump really start the riots? No, he didn't. He said some things on Twitter that he shouldn't have, and that got things going, but he didn't... I don't think he did it with that mindset of, well, maybe he did. I mean, he is a weird dude, so maybe he did do it like that. Maybe he did want to start a riot. I don't think he thought it would get to that point, though, or at least not severe. But do you think that Twitter should be able to... I mean, it is a service, and you're not entitled to it. I just don't think he did enough to warrant... I don't think that it's very too clear and concise that he started it. He was the one who told him to go in and do that. I mean, because that's not what he said. And, you know, I don't like him very much as a president or a person. I think as an entertainer, he's brilliant. He knows how to get people excited. He knows how to pump people up. But as a person and a president, he's not a good person. Like, he's not a good candidate, if that makes sense. I don't know if any of that makes sense. Like, I don't like what he's done in the past to women. I don't like his policies or stuff that he does like that. But I do think as an entertainer, he is probably one of the best. Like, he knows what he's doing, and he knows what buttons to hit. So it depends on how you're looking at it. I guess that really counts. I don't think he's, like I said, I don't think he's a good person. I don't think he's a good president. I do not think that he should be in charge of people, because he shouldn't. That dude, like, he's like the bad uncle that you don't let watch your children for obvious reasons, right? It's obvious to you, to everyone around you, that he should not be in charge of anyone. Maybe not even himself. I don't know. But yeah, so he's been kicked off Twitter. And I don't know if they should be able to do that for, like, because it might not just be a company anymore. Like Twitter, Facebook, those aren't just services anymore. Those are a way people express their freedom of speech and several freedoms. So can you do that? Logan's going to knock something over. Per usual, he doesn't know that he's doing something wrong. So when I get up and stand up, the lines become a little bit better. I'm telling you, I really like this. Oh, but my question was, if you are using OBS, like Streamyard, can you invite people in? Or is that a no-go? Is that something Streamyard does only? Or maybe do I have to give my stream key to the other person? Logan, do I need to give my stream key to the other person? They have to have OBS on theirs, and then we kind of join up? Is that how that works? If you can answer it in the comments, that would be wonderful. I'm just going to get this dog off the table. So is that how that works? I'm very unfamiliar with the OBS. It doesn't look, I'm looking around here and I don't see like an add button, like where you could add somebody in. Let me see here. Fade to black. So now you're black. Now we're black, right? I do have a little video I wanted to show you guys. I wonder if it will pop up. I'm just kind of learning how to do this right now, so if I am messing anything up, I am sorry. Nope. Sorry about this, guys. But I had a video that I wanted to see if I could play it for you guys, just so I could learn how to do that. Okay, so maybe someone, because it doesn't even show me the comments. It's so weird.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yes, you do. I need to be safe. Sam. Okay? That's what I need. What? When am I? When are we ever safe? This is different. How?
Can you guys hear that?
Because of the three trials crap. God's little obstacle course. We've been down roads like this before, man. With yellow eyes, Lucifer, Dick freaking Roman.
Not sure if anyone can hear
where
that
this
though.
is. One of us dies.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Or worse. So what?
I'm sorry.
You just step inside and it's gonna be you? I'm a grunt. Damn. You're not. You've always been the brains of this operation. And you told me you're stuff. Did you see your way out? You see a light at the end of this ugly ass tunnel. No, yes, you do. I need you to be safe. That's what I need. What am I?
Okay, so that didn't work as the way I wanted it to work. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but we'll figure that part out. So, hi Caitlin, how you doing? Caden, sorry, not Caitlin. Oh my god, I read that completely wrong, which I typically normally do. I wanted to play this video that I made, so it's like a supernatural edit, and it kind of shows off. So there was a scene in season. I can't believe I called you Caitlin. That's hilarious. I just looked down. I saw CAI and I ran with it. But so I made this video of so season 8 in Supernatural. They're about to start the trials. Kevin deciphers the tablet, and he tells the boys that there's the first trial of 3 that they have to complete. While they're at the ranch, Sam and Dean have a little conversation. Dean gives one of his speeches, and the speech that he gives Sam is, oh my god, it's like a 100% foreshadow of how the story ends. So I made a little bit of an edit, which I'm gonna put up on YouTube, and after I'm done with this, I just wanted to test out the live stream, and maybe I could have played it here, but I'm gonna have to get better about that. The video was like very laggy and very it didn't do it the way I wanted it to. Not like Streamyard. Streamyard, you can add videos to your brand and then click them and it takes over the full screen and it just plays them nice and smooth. However, that wasn't as smooth as I thought it would be. So I don't know. I'm not sure how that works or how I can get that to be better. But so Dean tells Sam basically that Dean knows he's going to die with a gun in his hand. He knows that he's going to die hunting. And he wants Sam to go on and live a happy life with some kids, grandkids, die fat and old. And so basically what I did was I edited that speech and I edited in the final moments of the last episode of Supernatural where it shows Sam living out the remainder of his life. I think it came out super good, super awesome, and I can't wait to upload that because I know that people are gonna like it because just the way it came out was superb, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. But yeah, so Caden thinks that Twitter is fine for doing that, especially since he was spreading lies and misinformation. Okay, I agree. He does lie, does spread misinformation. Lying isn't a crime, though. Misinformation is, so I guess you're on the right track. I don't know. It's really tough. It really is. It's tough because I want to be on, and this isn't because I like the guy or anything. I want to be on the side that says like they shouldn't be able to do that, but like in my heart, I'm telling myself like, or I'm fighting, saying like, no, this is what had to be done. Like he's he needs to go. He's causing too much. But like, so when, after he's done being president, is he allowed back, or is it like, maybe someone can clear this up for me? So is he permanently banned, or is this something that disconnected or something? I don't know if I got disconnected there. I don't know what just happened. But see, that's why I'm doing this today, because I'm getting a feel for how to stream on OBS. So I think it's going well so far. I really like the background, how clear it is. Because that's a green screen. This is a green screen behind me. Because we're currently building a set. We're building a background on set. That's more gonna match. It's gonna be like this brick here that we have here. But it's not gonna be real. It's not going to be real brick. It's going to be like wallpaper just to like accentuate the brick. And then we'll still green screen in or we'll Photoshop in the pop culture corner. But honestly, I'm kind of like debating on whether I really need to go out and get wallpaper, because this looks, it looks like I'm touching brick right now. It does. Caden, maybe you can let me know if this is good enough, or do we need to go out and actually build a background? Because on our podcast episodes, what we used to do was, say I was talking about Supernatural, I would put a picture of Supernatural behind me, but we got a couple critiques saying that it distracts people. Well, maybe it's not distracting, but like, say here, like, so, and this is a quick tip for anyone that ever wants to edit or anything like that. So when you're consistently changing the background of what's behind you, you're making the video software or the editing software have to work twice as hard, because it's always changing. Whereas if you leave it like this, it kind of it doesn't have to work. So, right, it leaves that picture there, and it can give you the best quality of that picture that there is. And when we were doing that, like if you go back and watch some of the previous episodes that we were doing that for, say I put up a picture of Sam and Dean, and it's really bright, right? But the lighting in the room isn't bright on my face. Like the lighting on my face right now kind of matches the background, because I made it look like that. I turn the professional lighting one way so that it kind of like goes by me rather than is directly on my face. And the problem was that, like, if the background was too bright or it was too dark, like, it would consistently be changing and the lighting wouldn't match up. So that became an issue. And someone, we got a couple, not complaints, I don't want to call them complaints, but they were critiques. And they said that maybe you should maybe build a practical set, or find a background that you guys enjoy and that you guys would like to keep. And, I think that we found, look, I can move myself up and down. I want to get the computer out of there, though. I think that we like the brick background with the logo on it. I'm not sure what that is, right? I'm not sure what that little line is right there on our logo, but that's okay. We wanted to make it look sleek, make it look modern, make it look cool, or, just, and then we'll still have our graphics that play throughout the episode. They'll just take over the full screen. But yeah, so Caden also said to me that, do I think it should be permanent? No, but he needs to learn his lesson. Now we're speaking about Trump again. Do I think he needs to learn his lesson? Yes, because he's like a toddler. You need to put him in timeout, basically. And you need to show him that these are the things you can do, and these are the things you can't do. What you did was the things that falls into this category. The ones that you can't do. Stop being a baby. But, there's so many, like, I have a feeling, like, he doesn't have a big Facebook presence, I don't think. That's because getting people to engage on Facebook is like pulling teeth in the dark. it just doesn't happen. So I don't know if it'll be forever, because as a platform, as a social media platform, right, you want people to be coming to your platform. And I mean, how many followers did the guy have? There's a massive echo going on. I'm just gonna, because Nicotina Show is here now, and I just want to let him know that this is a test stream. So I've never used OBS before. I usually use Streamyard, and we're kind of just testing OBS out. I wanted to make sure everything looked okay, sounded okay, and like, this is a complete test stream. I have nothing to talk about. I have no agenda. I'm just here doing the thing, trying to see if OBS is worth keeping around. Now, Nicotina, do you guys use OBS or StreamYard? Because I'm not sure how to get rid of the echo, if there is an echo. Because I did hear it, but it could have been when I was playing the stream over my phone, though. Like this. Ready? I did it earlier. Like that.
You know, there's so many.
Oh, there is an echo.
He doesn't have a big Facebook presence, I don't think. That's because getting people to engage on Facebook is like pulling teeth.
I wonder if that's better. So my microphone has different settings.
So
let me know.
Is
that better?
I don't know if it'll be.
I don't know. Let me know if you use StreamYard. Yeah. We use StreamYard too, but the thing is with StreamYard is you're very limited in what you can do. I guess not limited. That's not the word I want to use. But you have to pay to get like 1080p. You have to pay to be able to put videos on. And I'm okay with paying. I really am. Sometimes you have to pay for quality. But someone had, I used OBS, I don't know, maybe, like I said, I was saying earlier, like the first time I ever streamed, someone was like, oh, OBS is the way to go. So I downloaded it, got it ready, got everything going, and let me know if the echo's gone, because I'm not really sure how to do this, because there's so many settings. And this is why I left OBS in the first place, is because I didn't know how to use it. I couldn't figure it out. I guess no.
As a social media platform.
No, there's still an echo.
And I mean, how many followers did the guy have? There's a massive echo going on.
All right, so let's try a couple things. I mean, I don't know if anyone has any ideas.
I'm just gonna, because the Nicotina Show is here now, and I just want to let him know that this is a test stream.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm very sorry about the echo. You know what? I remember doing my first stream with OBS. I did like a Supernatural episode review, and someone was telling me the same exact thing back then. Like, this is 4 or 5 months ago. They were like, there's like a weird echo in the background, and I couldn't figure that out then either. So I wonder if I can go to the microphone. I don't know. Maybe. Advanced audio properties. No, that's definitely not where I want to be here. I guess I'll have to watch some YouTube videos about how to get rid of that, because I am not sure how to get rid of it at this point in time. But yeah, this is a test. But what I was trying to ask earlier was if anyone knows, how like StreamYard, you can invite people to your streams and you can bring them in. I'm wondering if you can do that with OBS, or do you have to give your stream key to the other people? They also have to have OBS downloaded, and that way they can kind of create their own, and like that's how you do it. everyone's just on the same stream key. I would like to know that. I would like to know how to get rid of the echo. And we already figured out about this little line thing that's going on here. It's just this sweatshirt. Because if I take it off, oh God, I always do the wrong side. Everything's backwards. If I go to like the red black shirt, this is a red shirt. It looks very black. The lines become more crisp. So it's definitely just this like hipster sweatshirt that I'm wearing. Look at this hipster sweatshirt. Look at this thing. It's a nice. My ex got it for me. It just doesn't have a hood. No, I can't get it back on though. I look like an idiot, most likely. Like that. I have a Justice League leg sleeve as well. Justice League leg sleeve with Batman as the centerpiece. Because Batman's the center or I would always call Batman the leader of the Justice League. That's just me. I mean, it's the same thing like Tony Stark and Cap, right? One's strength, one's the, I don't know. It's like it's a weird dynamic. Like it could go either way technically, but everyone knows which way it really goes. And it's Batman's the leader of the Justice League. But you know, Nicotina, I was so impressed by. I was so impressed by you guys. Do you have two monitors running at the same time? Smash the like button. See you later, Nicotina. Let me. By the way, Nicotina, let me know when we want to get together and get on a stream together and talk. Because I work 2 jobs, but I make it work. I make it happen. And I like to get on video whenever I can. So whenever you're up to it, we're up to it. Or just I'm up to it. You know, if you want to keep it kind of one-on-one, that's cool with me. Whatever you want to do, let me know. I was super impressed. If you guys haven't watched Nicotina already, he kind of helped. He did something really special. He organized this cool event. You know, Deck the Halls and Snyder and Fisher were there. Debbie Snyder was there. Oh, it was just a tremendous thing. I jumped on with Lightcast at the end of the night, but yeah. So it didn't. My internet wasn't working that night, and we recently I just changed back to Xfinity Comcast because of that scenario, because of that whole thing. I switched back. I was like, yo, because we got RCN. Because someone was like, oh, RCN, they're so good. They have this mesh Wi-Fi network, blah, blah, blah. They use arrows. Yeah, but if the internet isn't good, just because you have good hardware, like, and your equipment is good, if the signal that's coming in sucks, you're just basically like stretching out a sucky signal. The way I like to think about Wi-Fi is like rubber band balls, right? So the more people you have in your house, the more people are pulling at it from all different angles, right? So you got your TV connected, you got your computer connected, you got your iPhone connected. Everyone has all their stuff connected, right? And it's stretching and stretching and stretching. And your bandwidth is only capable of holding so much before it snaps, or before speeds start dropping like way far down. And that's what was happening here. So what we did was I installed an internet downstairs that's specifically meant for just the studio. Lightcast does this. I'm pretty sure Film Junkie might do it. I know Lightcast does it though, and that's who gave me the idea. You know, it's a little bit more expensive, but you get a dedicated IP. You know, it's so much better. And I basically, right down here, at the bottom of this wall, I have a switch, like not a Nintendo Switch, but Ethernet switchboard. So I have 10 Ethernet ports so there's a long Ethernet cable that runs from the router that's in the next room over, goes through the wall, comes out right below here, right below our desk, and I plug that into a switchboard or an Ethernet port board switch thing, I don't know. And there's 10 Ethernets. So I can plug in 10 different things directly connected so that when my co-hosts are here, they can all plug their computers in. And we all have like a nice speed. And yeah, hardwiring from your modem is always a good way to go. That's what I'm doing now. I think that's the best way, right? When you're streaming, you need a dedicated line. There's no other way to do it, or you'll catch that lag. I mean, I still even catch that lag a little bit here and there, but it's not as bad. It's not even close to as bad. Like right now, like, you know, everything's coming in nice and clear. I also just got a new webcam. I got a Logitech, the Logitech 9 something. So, you know, stepping up the game. It's all about upgrading the equipment. When we first started to what we have now, 5-6 months later, it's unbelievable. I mean, this microphone right here alone was like $200-$300. And that's not even a lot in comparison to what's out there. And this thing's amazing. I mean, it's got the audio interface built right into it, which all USB microphones do, but this one has controls, so it's nice. But yeah, again, I didn't really have an agenda today, so I'm kind of out of things that I'd like to talk about. Is there anything anyone else would like to talk about? Because I'm open to chilling. Most people are heading out later, dude. Got to run. Got class. Thank you guys for showing up, though. You know, we do it for you guys. We do it for the culture. I really do. I'm going to tell you, actually, I found something to talk about. And sorry, I'm going to smoke. So, again, this isn't the show. So, I'm kind of doing what I want. But this is like a Joe Rogan style thing right now, which that's okay too. So, I'm going to tell you a story. Back in probably, I'm 27 years old. So, I'd say from 20, you know how everyone, when you're in high school, everyone's always like, well, what are you going to do with your life? Oh, you should be going to college. You should already know what you want to do. You should have it all planned out. You should have kids by this age. You should have a family by this age. Blah, 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 blah. You know, from when I was 20 till probably when I was 26, I had no clue what I wanted to do in my life. Like, I would constantly ask myself, Tyler, like, what do you love? And it would always be film. It would always be film, cinema, TV, entertainment. It would always get back to that. However, after I went to film school, after I went to a regular college as well, I got all my degrees, got everything. I still wasn't happy. I was working in restaurants to make ends meet. I was hustling, working 2 jobs here and there. Whatever I had to do to pay debts, pay whatever, I wasn't happy. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do, even after going to film school. And like, the film school wasn't like a film. So I went to a community college, just a regular community college. And then I did courses online, like, for film school recently. And I still found myself like, what the hell do you want to do, dude? Like, why? And I wasn't happy. I couldn't figure it out. Like, what made me happy? And then I was watching Joe Rogan, or rather, I was listening to Joe Rogan. And he said something. It was an older episode. And he said something that just really clicked. And that's what I love about Joe, is his podcast is so genuine. It's such like a fun conversation. And like, he doesn't just talk about, like, for us, we're very not limited, but we do limit ourselves to one subject, I guess. And that's not one subject, but one corner of the world, which is, like nerd stuff. Like, well, not nerd stuff, but movies, TV, video games, comics, anime. Like, that's our specialty, right? That's what we like to talk about. But Joe has everyone on from all different walks of life. And I guess that was really the first idea that we had. was to do something like that, interview random people. But when you're first starting a podcast, you can't just go out and get interviews like that, right? So like most of the time, it's just going to be me and Justice, or Big Drip, as he likes to so call himself, which is an absolutely ridiculous nickname. And Light Drizzle, for the record, is also a ridiculous nickname that I, in fact, hate. But that's why he keeps calling me that, is because I hate it. But so yeah, I was listening to Joe Rogan and something clicked. He was, I forget what he said exactly, but it was on the lines of like, just start a podcast. Again, it was just on the lines of that. And it clicked. It was like, oh, that's something I would like to do. So I did it. Well, I called Justice and I was like, hey, is this something you're interested in? Is this something you'd be okay with doing? And he was like, yeah. And I kind of think that, and he's told me this since, when I asked him, he didn't think it was actually going to happen. He just thought I was talking shit. Or like, I was like feeling good or something. Like, oh, let's start a podcast. Yeah. But it would never happen. But then the next week I called him and I was like, hey, I ordered all the stuff. Like, we're good to go. Let's get it. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. Like, I wasn't joking. I was being dead ass serious. Like, I want to do this. Or at least I want to try it. Even if it doesn't work out, like, at least we tried it. And, we did our first rehearsal, our first run through, all the tests that we had to do. And I fell in love. And I was like, this is it. That's it. That moment. For those years that I'm asking myself, what do you want to do? And then that moment where I found it, like, it just immediately, everything just clicked into place. And it was beautiful. And, we're not huge yet by any means. We're not big, but we're having fun. I like to do it. Subscriber count is all okay, like very decent for the time being. Our actual podcast is where the actual numbers are. So we're getting 700-800 downloads per episode on the podcast part of it. The YouTube's a little bit harder to gain traction for, especially when you're doing 2-hour episodes. People don't have the attention span that like for that kind of thing. I mean, you could argue otherwise and say, well, Joe Rogan was on YouTube, but he's Joe Rogan. Film Junkie does 2-hour episodes, 3-4 hour episodes. I've been a part of them. I've been on episodes with Film Junkie that go 4 hours, but he didn't do those right off the rip. Vodka Stream and stuff like that, when they started getting really long, or when his subscriber count's now at 33,000. Now he can do that, and he knows people are going to watch. So he lets it go long like that. So what we're learning now is that we have to chop it down, even if it's cutting the episode in half at an hour and 20 minutes hour mark and uploading 2 separate videos connected to the same episode. That's what we're going to have to do. So we just kind of did the whole new set thing. We're upgrading our equipment all the time, getting better cameras, getting multiple angles. We're going to start working that in soon, where the camera will switch from Justice if he's talking to me if I'm talking. We're working on that right now. We have so much in store. We're partnering up with Showcase Cinemas now to do live shows from their theaters on the day of new releases. So we have, for 5 months in, we're doing good. We're doing a lot more than I thought we'd be doing. We've had several, great guests on. Marvel Studios head editor, Jeffrey Ford. We've had Darkseid, Christopher Mann. We're about to get Chad Michael Collins on Wednesday. He's Alex from Call of Duty. Then other YouTubers and Sean O'Connell. whatever. I think we've done a good job so far. So I'm excited for what the future has. And if there's one piece of advice I could give anyone, it's to definitely take a risk. Take the chance. Do what makes you happy. Even if you don't succeed or by society standards succeed, as long as you succeeded in your heart and you were having fun and you were happy and you're smiling and you're laughing and you're with someone that makes you that makes it worth it. Like Justice, we don't always agree, but we were friends. We've been friends forever. So I like doing the show with him. I don't like where he comes from. I don't like that he doesn't like Zack Snyder's DC. It really bothers me, actually. But it also makes for good conversation when you don't agree with someone and you're not malicious or you don't yell at each other and just scream and argue. When you can have a civil talk and understanding of that. I know where you're coming from and you know where I'm coming from, but we don't see the same way. That's good conversation. That's good, healthy argument. And that's what we do. And, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm very happy as to how the show's going and where it's going. And I do think that if we put the time and effort in, like I work 2 jobs, but I also put 100 hours into this a week because it's my passion. It's what I love. It's, I fell in love with doing it. The past five months have been. I broke up. My girlfriend of a couple of years. We were living together. Love of my life kind of deal. Still in love with her. She left. I bet no one even noticed. Because I'm happy. And if she didn't want to be a part of that, then I can't stop her. I can't keep her here. I need to let her spread her wings and find what makes her happy. If it's not me, then it's not me. And who am I to say otherwise? But me, a couple of years ago, I would have been a wreck. I would have fallen apart. I would have drank myself into a coma. But that's not me anymore. I've changed. I've grown. I'm happy alone, and I'm happy doing the show. And I really, really want to just say thank you to everyone who's supported us. And we're running a campaign for my mother's breast cancer right now, and we've done well. Not as well as some fundraisers do, but we've done okay to where it will make a little bit of a difference. By the way, if you have any extra money, I know the holidays are over, but my mother has stage 4 breast cancer, and she doesn't have the greatest insurance. If you can donate, please do. It sucks that she's worrying about bills rather than worrying about getting better. And I don't, so I thought that would be a good way for us to use our platform to try to make a difference. That's my mom, and if anyone knows what having cancer is like or knows someone who had cancer, it's not something that's cheap. Even with good insurance, it's not cheap. You still have to pay for prescriptions. You still have to, pay co-pays and all the deductibles and stuff like that. So if you can help out, please do. And if you want to help out the show as well, you can donate per month. It's 99 cents. $4.99 or $9.99 small donations per month, and it all goes towards helping the show get better equipment, get better. I'm fading out there. Get better equipment, get better, build a better background, do whatever. It just helps go towards the show. It doesn't go in anyone's pocket. It goes right to the show. The fund for the show. So any help is much appreciated, guys. Guys and gals, and everything in between. I can't say thank you enough. I really can't. I truly am blessed to have people like y'all in my life, and I know that if we stick through this, stick together, You know, we'll be where Film Junkie and Cinema Blend, all those guys are, at the 30,000 mark, at the 50,000 mark, at the 100,000 mark. It's just the time and effort that needs to be put in. In 5 months, in just a short time, we've come a long way. And we can't do that without you guys. So thank you guys so much for helping out. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my life. And if no one has told you today, or if no one's ever told you, I love you, I care about you. If you ever need to talk, I'm always here. I'm always open to having a conversation. And if you're feeling down, in the dumps, you just want to lash out, maybe vent a little, again, I'm here. We're always here. Jack, Justice, myself. And just know that you're not alone. Do what makes you happy. Fall, get back up, brush yourself off, do it again, get better, learn from your mistakes, and keep doing what makes you happy, because all we know is that this one life is here, it's been given to us, and we have to make the most of it. Thank you guys so much. We do it for you. We do it for